Hey, what's up YouTube? Nathan Strength here with tips on how to get you ripped for summer. So today we're going to be talking about a very important topic that is a very big part of my workout routine. It's called complexes. I do them twice a week and they are the best fat loss exercise that I have ever found. So let's get right into it. What is a complex? You might be asking. It sounds, the word alone sounds kind of complicated. Like, what is it? Complex. It sounds like a math problem or something. No. Complex is basically just a string of exercises, around 4 to 8 exercises that you put together with no rest in between. First off, I just want to get some rules out or some guidelines on how to effectively do complexes. So, the first rule and the most important is that you want to make sure that you focus on speed and power rather than weight. Generally, bodybuilders don't really have a lot of speed and power, to be honest. So when I'm doing a push press on the complex, as opposed to a bodybuilder style where you're going like this, on a complex you're going like boom, you explode with the weight, and that's going to help you strip off body fat and retain as much muscle as possible. So that's the first rule. Second rule, which kind of connects with the first, is that you want to have very quick transitions. A lot of clients, when they first start, say they're doing push press, they'll go fast, boom, but then they reset the next rep, and then they go back again. But no, in between each rep, keep it to a minimum. You want to just go straight, just boom, boom, boom. Keep going as quick as possible, and then when you switch to the next exercise, reset, get yourself ready as quick as possible. Thirdly, and finally, it's my final tip for you guys, when you do a complex, have the hardest or the exercises requiring the most coordination, put those ones first. So those are my main tips that you just need to follow. Remember, speed and power, quick transitions, and thirdly, exercise order is important. So let's take a look at this video that I've got posted for you guys on, just me and Dennis doing complexes, and then you get a better idea of what I'm talking about. So as you can see here, I'm doing a push press, which is a more difficult exercise first. And I'm exploring with as much power as possible. Between reps, the rest time is very, very small. I'm just shooting like a gun. I'm shooting hard and trying to get as many reps as powerful as possible. And the same thing, I try to transition as quick as possible into the front squats. Keep going. The time in between reps is, again, very, very low. And I'm just trying to be as explosive as possible. I could be a bit more explosive here, but this was like the third or fourth set, so I was a bit tired. And now, again, as you can see here, these are the barbell rows. My form isn't amazing, but it's not really about form, it's about just power, and as you can see, I'm doing that. Even though I've got some hip action there, it doesn't really matter. And finally, pull-ups, awesome exercise, and then I just finish off with some push-ups, and that's a variation I'm doing right now. Dennis's variation is kind of similar. We're starting off with power cleans, which again are a very difficult exercise when you're exhausted, so I have those first for him because it requires a lot of coordination, and so it's a very explosive exercise. It's great for complexes, and it allows a very convenient transition into the front squats, which he's going to do right now. So his transition into the front squat took a little longer than it should, but he's using heavy weights, so that's okay. And yeah, he could use a bit quicker in terms of his reps, but I mean, again, he's going really hard right now, and I can tell he put a lot of effort into this. You'll see at the end of the video that he's exhausted. So yeah, I'm not gonna put it against him. So yeah, just rock out those reps. Took a couple seconds there, but I mean, usually, technically, you should be going quicker. Props to him on these push presses, 135 pounds. That's a tough push press right there. And finally end off with deadlifts, which are the easiest exercise to do with this kind of weight, which is why we put it last. It's like the finisher. So on these deadlifts, you go as hard as you can, do as many reps as possible until you reach exhaustion. And look at him now, he's pretty much reached exhaustion, I believe.
So how do you feel right now?
He's done. He's done.
Now, did that look hard or what? Those are so hard. I will warn you guys, when you wake up the next morning after doing a set of complexes or a couple complex sets, you are going to be exhausted and you probably won't be able to get out of bed. So that's just a warning. Your body will get used to it after a couple weeks of doing them. Now, in terms of the setup, usually it depends on the amount of exercises I do per complex, but usually I have about 5 complex sets, so 5 circuits per workout. So it doesn't take too long. You know, I do a circuit, then I take about a 2-minute rest, and then, you know, I do another circuit and then keep going. And finally, my last tip for you guys is, during that 2 minutes in between circuits, don't dilly-dally. Focus on the next complex, because it's an intense exercise. And secondly, do a set of crunches. Because all of these exercises that you're doing during a complex really activate the abs. So it actually helps a lot to pre-exhaust your abs by doing a set of crunches in between the circuits. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video to kind of just give you a better idea of what a complex is, because this is one of the main things that I do during my workouts. One thing I would say is, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, or comment if you enjoyed it. It helps a lot for me. And finally, if you guys aren't on my Facebook page, you gotta come check it out. A lot of guys are getting a lot of great progress. You know, just great having a community. You know, I'm there for you. These videos are definitely going to be helpful for you, but you know, I'm there for you on the Facebook page. That's where I'm active the most. And you know, I got this BlackBerry, so I'm 24/7. I'm available on the Facebook page usually, you know, when I have my spare time. So ask me a question, you know, like the Facebook page, join it so you get updates, and you know, ask me a question, and I'll give you a full detailed answer on helping you reach your transformation goals. You know, they call me the Transformer because I like to transform people's bodies and their lives. So that's my tip for you guys. I hope you guys are doing well with your summer Get Ripped program, whatever it may be. And until next time, remember, dedication leads to results. Nathan Strength out. Boom.